Hello everyone. Blow drying is easy by parting your hair into more manageable sections. First, from the temples to just below the crown of the head. The second, from the top of the ear, all around the curvature of the head. The third, at the occipital bone or medial point, and the nape. But first, get acquainted with your tools. Learn to roll the brush with your fingers and feel the weight of it. Hair section is going to be wider than the bristle area here or thicker than its barrel. Blow dryers are shaped like a gun. Hold it like such, feel its weight, turn it around, and most important, always use the nozzle. When we blow dry our hair, our shoulders and arms work from awkward angles. So more of a blowout demo, this video is about how to use your tools, and this includes your body. You'll be constantly moving, and this constant movement makes it easier on your shoulders and arms. It is also about working in an organized way, with each section being split into subsequent smaller sections, and how the blow dryer will always follow the brush. Each section is divided into smaller, manageable subsections. The nape into 2, the section I'm working here into 3, the one above it into 6, and so on. Depending on the hair density, each subsection is about an inch or an inch and a half in thickness and about 3-inch wide. And that should fit perfectly in between the bristles of your brush. This will prevent pulling and breaking your hair from already blow-dried sections. It also keeps you organized. You'll be using the dryer on high heat, but keep the nozzle on at all times to prevent burning your hair. And even with the nozzle on, notice how I keep my blow dryer about 1/2 inch away from the hair. Working in tandem, one tool always will follow the other. Side note here, if possible, use a professional blow dryer. With 1850 watts of power, it is worth the investment. Just before blow drying each section, quickly detangle it so that you're able to manage and run the brush right through that section. This also makes it easy to roll and unroll the hair onto the barrel to be able to style it every way you like. Here I am creating a wave. Rolling the hair up with the brush. This will curl the hair outwards. Or if you prefer it, roll the brush under, and this will add some smoothness and bounce. Part your hair into clean, neat sections. Detangle, then concentrate working on the roots first. Rolling the brush in place and approaching it from every angle. From the top, from the bottom, from the front, and the back. And once the root is dry and smooth, then you focus on drying and smoothing the mid-strands to ends part. Here, the section is dry and smooth, so to create a wave, I place the brush on top of the hair in a slight angle, and I roll the hair up and set it with cold air, placing the back of the dryer on top of that section for a few seconds only if the dryer has that metal mesh protection on it. Otherwise, don't do it. The painful tangle will not be pretty. Let's continue parting the hair, detangle each section before applying any heat. First, roll the brush in place, either under or atop the root section to about 2 or 3 inches away from it. Once the root is dry, concentrate from mid-strands to ends. Polishing the hair strands by rolling the brush up and down the hair. The dryer always follows the brush. And notice how I am constantly moving my entire body in place to see what I'm doing. taping this video, I used a couple of mirrors, but at home, you will only need one. I'll work on the next few sections here, and we'll fast forward to section the large part on top of the head. Top of the hair parts into 3 sections: right, left, and center. Right section here, which I'll blow dry and fast forward to show you the process on the left side now. This whole sectioning may be tedious at first, but I promise you there is a method to the madness. The blow drying process is pretty much the same throughout: section, part, detangle, blow dry. Each section you work on should be not thicker than the size of the barrel and only as wide to fit neatly in between the bristles of the brush. The smaller the section, the faster you'll dry, smooth, and set each section. And notice how I nestle the handle of the dryer into the palm of my hand and gently hold it in place with my fingers. My wrists and arms are constantly moving, but I'm not twisting them. Instead, I move my head and body and turn the dryer in the direction I need it to go. I do the same with the brush. I hold it horizontally, vertically, and every which way in between. Even if detangle, hair sections sometimes can get stuck on the brush. If this happens, don't panic and don't yank it out, okay? If that hair gets stuck, just tap the brush quickly onto the nozzle, like so. Again, tap, 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 and the brush will easily slide right through it. Keep control of your sections. Don't let go of it. Hold the handle of your dryer with the index and thumb while the other 3 fingers reset the hair onto the brush. And you'll be able to do this by keeping the heat ½ inch away from the hair strands at all times, so the hair won't be burning hot to touch. All of this takes some practice, but once you've done it a couple of times, you'll get the hang of it, and the whole thing won't take you more than 20 minutes. Depending on the hair density and length, this last center section here will be parted into 4 or 5 small subsections. I part mine into 5, and here I am working on my second one now. At this point, your arms may be tired, so concentrate on getting your roots nice and smooth. Then instead of overextending your arms upwards, which isn't doable if your hair is really long, so concentrate on bringing those mid-strands to ends, to the side and down, or to the back and down, and smoothing them that way. We have 2 more sections here. Again, smooth the root first. Hit it from every angle. Do not stop the constant rolling of that brush to make sure that you polish each and every hair strand. Take control of the section. Detangle. Remember to hold the dryer like a gun. Keep heat away from your face, but onto the hair as you polish this front section here. Point the nozzle in the direction you need it to go. Brush rolls up, it rolls under, and once you have achieved the desired smoothness and bounce, simply finish by blowing some cold air onto the hair from the bottom to top, from side to side, to relax its cuticle, to add some volume. If any of these tips are helpful to you, like the video, and thanks for watching.